Right back at you. Anyway, hey everybody, it's Josh again. Welcome back to The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. In the last episode, we set sail from Windfall Island here to Dragon Roost Island, where we are trying to help a little boy earn his wings so that he may fulfill his duties as a postman one day. And then we met up with Medley to go to Dragon Roost Cavern and see if we can help the great sky spirit Valoo. And we also rescued Medley from Bokoblins. Anyway, in this episode, with our new item that Medley gave us, the grappling hook, we can now achieve a few more things. Yeah, it's telling us you can use the grappling hook on one of these latches like this. So you just go ahead and use it. And whenever you see that mark, it means you can throw it. You can achieve your wildest dream in the game. Being Tarzan. You can also kind of use the gamepad's gyroscope to help you with this. Oh, sorry, I meant to do the thing. Yeah! I was like doing that for these side bows. Anyway, now that we have the grappling hook, we're actually going to go over this way. Because, actually, this way is required in order to get to the boss room. Because, kind of like with the other doors, you can kind of notice that it'll be blocked by a giant lock, so we need to go get a key for that boss door. And unlike the small keys, it's going to be a very specific key that we need to get into that boss room. So to get to it, we have to go this way. Yeah, going through here. Save me, save me! Nope, in the lava. Dang, what a fate that was. I mean, he was just hanging on for dear life. And then all of a sudden, he gets stabbed in the face and falls into lava. That is just beyond cruel. And I just pulled it off. Also, I want to go ahead and cut these ropes. If I cut them just enough. Unfortunately, I won't be able to use the fire stick because he dropped the stick. So yeah, cut all the ropes. And the bridge will break, and now you can get down here and open this treasure chest, which has a joy pendant. Woohoo! Now we have 6 of them. So we only need 30 more to get the rewards from that side quest. Although technically we only need 16 more in order to get what we need. Okay, so now this part. What you want to do is get your sword ready to get prepped to do the spin attack. And then move right into the middle. As soon as you move into the middle, do the spin attack and cut all 3 of the ropes at the same time. That way you fall down here. And that was weird. I was barely in the lava and that didn't count as me getting hit. Oh well, I'll take it. Anyway, we climb up this ladder. And we go ahead and use the grappling hook on this latch up here. And when you do that, not only will that make some enemies appear, but it will also open that door. And these keys are going to be a little bit annoying. Okay, now let's move on. Use the grappling hook here. Don't bother swinging across because there's actually nothing over there. So yeah, you swing over here, get across these platforms. Okay, let's go ahead and use the grappling hook on this one. And this is the room you gotta get to in order to get the key for the boss room. But you'll notice it's covered by a ring of fire. So in order to get to it, you gotta stun one of these guys by using the grappling hook on its eye. gotta do that twice. And then he'll curl up into a ball, and then you can actually pick him up. Place him down on the switch. That gets rid of the Ring of Fire. Oh. And now you get the last item you get in any Zelda dungeon, which is... Got the big key! You can use this to enter the boss room. So once you have the big key, you can access the boss. Although, some people like to call it boss key, considering that's what they call it in most other Zelda games. Like, they keep changing the name of it sometimes. Like, some games it's big key, some games it's boss key. Where in this one, they choose big key. And also we got a new kind of keys. We got fire keys. Luckily just hitting them with the grappling hook and get rid of them. Now, for getting back up, you won't really be able to do it from here because you kind of notice you bump into it. So what you actually got to do is hold the ZR button to stop swinging, and then climb up a bit, and then start swinging. There we go. Alright. Let's drop down here. Go back across these platforms. Whoa. Nothing but fire past there. But wait for it to go wait for it to go down. Wait for the platform to drop. And then you can ride like an elevator back up again. Up we go. Get rid of these fire keys. Don't let them get too close to you, otherwise they can easily burn you. Okay, just take this water jug. Take it over here to where this fire geyser is, or lava geyser. Okay, let's try to use this as an elevator. And up we go. We don't need to go back across the bridge. Instead, we need to go this way. Back outside the dungeon. Okay, so basically we gotta go back the way we came. And of course, you're gonna hear a Baloo screaming his head off because of his tail being... well, his tail being disturbed. Okay, swing back across. We can't go back up the staircase again, so we gotta go this way. So now that we have the big key, we can actually go to the boss room right now, but there is actually one treasure chest I missed that is important, so now that we have the grappling hook, we can actually go back to that room and go get it, while avoiding those bokoblins. Yeah, there was a room back in the last episode that I didn't bother to go down to because we didn't have the main item in this dungeon. So now that we have the grappling hook, we want to go over this way. Yeah! Nice. And in here, this treasure chest, you will get... another treasure chart! This is the second of the 2 treasure charts in this dungeon. So now that we have that, now we're going to make our way back to the boss room. And then the last 2 treasure chests in this dungeon are actually right before the boss room, so we're not going to bother missing those. Especially since one of them contains an important quest item. Okay. Excuse me, guys. Well, thank you for leaving me alone. It's actually kind of funny how they were just like, let's gang up on him, get him. Nah, screw it, he's just teleporting. He's not gonna fight us. Alright, now that we're back here again, and now that we've gotten both of the treasure charts and everything we need, we're gonna swing across here and deal with another one of these guys. Although, I know an easy way to kill them. You gotta do the counterattack and hit their eye. Oh, that was close. Crap. Do the counterattack right. There we go. It's a good thing it gave me a covering hearts. And these last two treasure chests are here. In this one, we get a yellow rupee. Worth 10 rupees. Not too shabby. And then in the other one, you will get a Knight's Crest. This is an item you can get from another enemy later in the game. And this one is not required, but I do highly recommend that you collect 10 of these. And then also in these pots, you want to get the empty bottle ready, because in some of them, there's a fairy in them. And if you use your bottle on them, you can keep them in a bottle, and that way, when you die, they bring you back to life. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and replace the bottle with the telescope so that I don't accidentally use the fairy during the fight. And now, it is time to fight our first dungeon boss. Do you have the grappling hook? Surprise! It's the boss's weakness. And there's Valu's tail. And now, behold, the great evil big monster doing horrible things to his tail. Our first dungeon boss, Gohma! So yeah, starting off Gohma's battle, you were going to want to use your grappling hook on Valu's tail. Ow. Unfortunately, because of the crappy control, well, the crappy camera controls. Yes, use the grappling hook on Valu's tail. Like Valu gets surprised, like, what? And then you want to try to hop on one of these platforms. Because when you use the grappling hook on Valu's tail, that slab of rock will fall on Gohma, thus cracking her armor a little bit. You want to get on top of these platforms here, because there is almost no way Gohma can hit you while you're up here. Except for maybe those few fireballs that may come up while she's splashing around the lava. Okay. Let's go ahead and use the grappling hook again. And get on the platform. So basically you want this thing to fall on Gohma 3 times. Although you can kind of see we're not really damaging her yet. Instead, we're just trying to lower her defenses. So she puts the thing back up. And we gotta use the grappling hook one last time. Swing across. And now it doesn't matter if I land on the platform anymore, because now her armor's gonna crack off. And now we're on to the second phase of this battle, where Gohma breaks out of her armor and becomes a little bit more dangerous. Ow. What you want to do is you gotta use the grappling hook on her eye. I don't know why. I'm getting hit by her. I'm trying to use the grappling hook on her eye to bring it close so I can hit it. There we go, that's what I'm supposed to do. And start slashing away at it with your sword. Gotta do that one more time. Bring it close. And dead! That is Gohma in her entirety. Overall, kind of a short boss, but it's the first boss. What do you expect? Gohma is defeated. And her head will make a fine trophy. Crap, it exploded. And from defeating any dungeon boss, you are rewarded with a heart container! I love Link's little victory dance. You are also rewarded with the exit to this dungeon. So now let's go ahead and collect our heart container. And now your life energy is increased by 1. Plus your life is replenished. So now we have 4 hearts. And now it is time for us to leave Dragon Roost Cavern. And that means our second dungeon is complete. And the dark cloud surrounding Dragon Roost Island disappears. Link! Hey, it's Prince Kamali, the guy who didn't believe in us. Well, Prince Kamali, don't you have something you want to say? I heard everything from Medley. Link, thank you so much. I'm sorry I mistrusted you. I hope I can be like you someday, Link. You will, Kamali. I just know it. Right, Link? So, Link, here. I want you to take this, Link. Giving you the thing I value most will give me the courage I need to stand up to bad things. You got Din's Pearl! This is the gem the ritos claim was passed down from the great goddess Din, the goddess of power. It looks like Valoo is speaking some ancient Hylian tongue. Great Valoo is grateful to you, Link. Although, I'm gonna need to translate it with my godly voice modifier.
Oh, hero, thank you. Oh, hero, use the wind god's wind.
Use the wind god's wind? Well, that's what he said, but I don't understand what it means. The wind god's wind. I wonder if he's talking about anything to do with the wind shrine. Oh, I almost forgot. The Great Valoo also names you, Link, a true hero. I agree with him. As far as we're concerned, Link, you really are a hero. Well, I'm going to go and visit Valoo. I'll come and see you sometime with the best pair of wings ever. Prince Kamali, wait! Thank you so much, Link. See you again someday. We will see you again someday. Don't worry. We will see you again. And now that you're done, I recommend going in this boat right here. Because you get to meet an old friend. It's Beetle. And he makes it sound like, oh! Like he's getting hit in the crotch. But anyway, welcome to his shop shift. He has some of these shop shifts on some of the islands you see throughout the Great Sea. So first thing you want to do is buy this bait bag. It's only 20 rupees. And now you can use it to keep bait in this bag, like all-purpose bait and Huey pears.
Thank you!
Thank you! Thank goodness this guy's not talking Spirit Tracks. Or Phantom Hourglass, for that matter. Anyway, go ahead and buy this all-purpose bait, which you can feed to animals. And if you feed that to the animals, sometimes you can do certain things. Like if you buy one thing of bait, it has 3 portions. So I'm going to be buying a few of these. Going to use up all my rupees I got from the mail game that I failed on so many times. We also got this Huey pear, or at least that's what the face looks like he's saying. This special bait allows you to take control of seagulls. Now keep in mind that the Huey pear is only required once, but it is for very late in the game. As for the all-purpose bait, this is kind of more recommended than required. Go ahead and buy 2 of these Huey pears. Get the all-purpose bait, at least until I fill up on it. Because I got plenty of rupees to spend. Yeah, he also says you have 8 points saved up. If you save up 30 points, you can earn a membership, starting with a silver one. Yeah, every time you buy something, you get 1 point. Doesn't matter how many rupees it costs. Oh, I'm already filled up. Bye! So anyway, now that we've gotten that out of the way, it's time for us to head to the Wind Shrine, because that's actually going to be required in this game. So head to this tunnel and head to the Wind Shrine over here. So head over to this monument on the left, pull out the Wind Waker, and you're going to learn your first song. So this one is in 3x4 time, so do not touch the left control stick while doing this. Up, left, right, the wind's requiem. And that is the name of the song you just learned, The Wind's Requiem. Yep, that's a mighty nice breeze. The name's Zephos. I'm god of the winds. He kind of looks like an interesting Pokemon character. So, you're the new Wind Waker, are you? Great, great. For a beginner, you got a nice wind sense about you. I like you, kid. The tune you just picked up will give you control over the direction the wind blows. Depending on how it's used, wind can be a good thing or a very bad thing. If you want an example of it being a bad thing, then you should see my brother. It saddens me to say that my brother TLOZ is miffed about his monument here being broken, and now he spends his time creating cyclones to torment people with. So if you can raise cyclones at sea, chastise my brother for me, will you? And that is my request for you. So yeah, about that, you will want to meet this guy, the TLOZ, later on, but right now, we don't have the specific item needed to deal with him yet. But when you do, you are required and will really want to meet this guy. Anyway, we've done everything we can here, so now let's talk to the King of Red Lions. It seemed that Gan sent those monsters to this place, but that would mean there's no time to lose. We must depart at once for the place where the next pearl sleeps. Sail the south. So now let's get on top of the King of Red Lions, or board the boat. Oh, apparently he won't let you board until you change the wind direction. Well, we gotta do that. Let's play the Wind's Requiem. We are going to change the wind direction to the south. And since this is another part where we're going to be sailing can take a little bit of a while. So after one cutscene that's going to happen just up ahead, I'm only going to skip the sailing until we get near the islands where we're supposed to go. Hoy! Hold it right there, small fry! So yes, we have an interesting character that appears in every square of the Great Sea. This is the Mapfish. I don't know where you got your mitts on that sea chart you got there. It looks like it's pretty much got nothing but seas drawn on it. It's pathetic. It's an insult to call that thing a sea chart, if you ask me. Well, if it's got nothing but seas on it, then why would you call it a sea chart in the first place? What's the matter, small fry? I'm just trying to be nice. You've got a problem. Don't give me that stupefied look. It makes you look like you ought to be in diapers. Okay. Tell you what, I'm gonna draw this island on your sea chart. And somehow he gets a paintbrush in his mouth. And he goes ahead and draws Dragon Roost Island on your sea chart. So yeah, there are 4 islands you get for free, which are Outset Island, the Forsaken Fortress, Windfall Island, and Dragon Roost Island. They also give you a little bit of a hint about what's near this island. Now the thing is, the 4 first islands you go to, you get for free on your map. The other 45, you have to pay with your bait. So, I'm gonna go ahead and get some of my bait out, just to replace the telescope. Yeah, since there's a lot of sail in this, I'm gonna skip ahead to when we actually get near the island, or at least find the mapfish for that island. Okay, when you see a leaping mapfish, you want to get close, lock onto him, and then use the bait. That way the mapfish will eat the bait, and go ahead and draw that island on your sea chart. Please, small fry! So right now we are 1 square south of Dragon Roost. This is Fire Mountain. No reference to Diddy Kong Racing. See, I was telling you there's a treasure inside that volcano, but you need to find another item in order to get into the volcano. So right now, this island is not important, but it will become important later on in the story. So for now, just go ahead and skip this island. Okay, now stopping off at this square. This square is 2 squares south of Dragon Roost, which is just under Fire Mountain. This is Eastern Triangle Island. Once again, this island is not important right now, considering, well, we need to go find the other pearls in order to do what we need to do. Also, the map fish is telling you about something you can do on the island just south of here. So that's where we're going to be heading next. Alright, now stopping on the third square south of Dragon Roost. So this is 3 squares south of Dragon Roost. This is just under Eastern Triangle Island. This is Bomb Island, because as you can see, it's in the shape of a bomb. You want to come sail these seas on nights when the right half of the moon is missing. It'll give you shivers. It's telling you about something that can appear here like later on in the game. Something that'll be required later. But also, we can't really do anything on Bomb Island because, as the name implies, you need bombs to do what you need to do there. But if you sail a little bit over here, you'll notice there's a submarine. And if you defeat all the enemies inside, you can get another useful item. What's also funny about the grappling hook is you can also use it to steal items off of enemies. Like this. What? Thank you. Imagine you're just sitting there on a raft all alone. It's just like, oh, I don't know when I'm going to be able to find land again. All I have to remember my family is this pretty little necklace. How am I ever going to... What? And then all of a sudden it gets taken away from you. Anyway, we got some bokoblins and some rats in here. Yeah, you can also kill the rats. What's also funny is sometimes they'll try to rush to the nearest weapon just to get like a little bit of an edge on you. Yeah, let's go ahead and kill this bokoblin with the shield. There we go. And he's dead. But if you want to, you can also use the grappling hook on them and try to take their joy pendants that way. And then, once you defeat all the enemies, well, all the bokoblins in the submarine, you get something you already have. Empty bottle number 2. So yeah, the number of empty bottles, there are 4 empty bottles in this game total. Although there's usually 4 empty bottles in every Zelda game. Except for in Majora's Mask, where there are 6, and in Spirit Tracks, where there are none. Alright, so now that we've taken care of the submarine, it's time to head to our next destination. Our real next destination is those 2 towers you see in the distance. Well, technically 3, but one of them's just like a straight up pole sticking out. So yeah, we're going to be heading to those twin towers in the distance, because that's where our next pearl lies.
Hey.
Yes, do you not see what rises up from the horizon? That is where you must go, Link. The Forest Haven. It may appear as though this is but a great tree rising far above the ocean's surface. But it is a sacred place. It is inside this grotto that you will find the spirit of the earth, the great Deku Tree. You must speak with the Deku Tree and receive from him the sacred gem known as Faurora's Pearl. I hear that Ganon's vile hand may have already reached this most sacred of sanctuaries. Go forth with caution, Link. Oh, and I see why I was making that splashing over there. The mapfish. So, I guess since the mapfish is so close, usually the mapfish appears like at a random place on the vicinity around the island. But since he's so close over here, I guess I might as well go ahead and get the mapfish before we need to do what we need to do on this island. So this island is a total of 4 squares south of Dragon Roost. Please, small fry. So just under Bomb Island is your next destination, the Forest Haven. Yeah, he's telling you there's a merchant on Bomb Island. And unfortunately, we don't need to deal with that merchant right now. Instead, we need to head back, because now we need to do what we need to do on this island. So first of all, we got the mailbox doing some weird dance at us, so let's go ahead and check it. Good evening! I have a letter for you. Here is your letter. And it just like spits it out at us. Yeah! My son Superior. Thank you very much for looking after my boy. This isn't much, but I hope you'll accept it all the same. I politely request you continue kindness toward my son, Kashiko, Beto's mother. And she gives you a piece of heart. So that's 3 so far. Just 1 more and we get another heart container. So that's the guy who admired you for doing the 25-letter sword back at Dragon Roost. Anyway, coming up ahead, we're going to be dealing with some new enemies. These piranha plant-like creatures called Bokobabas. If you use the grappling hook on them, you can take an item from them called a Bokobaba seed. These are not recommended to, well, to me these are not really recommended to get, considering all they do is create something for you later on. And they're not really required for the main story either, but I still like to collect them because technically you can sell these enemy items to Beetle to get some extra rupees. And then you want to go ahead and hit the Bokobaba 4 times to snap his neck off. And what's actually kind of funny is they become these sticks, so you can actually use the sticks against their brethren. Ow. Go ahead and take their Bokobaba seeds. Because I believe to get the item that you can craft with them, you will need 4 of these. And you will also need an empty bottle in order to do so. There should be 1 more up here. Yeah, we have the Legend of Zelda version of piranha plants, Bokobabas. Oh, we also have some Octo Rocks. There's an easy way to deal with them, is just face them and use your shield. You can use their own rocks back against them. Okay, take the seed, and then you die. Okay, I think there's another Octo Rock. Yep, you gotta use your shield again. Boom! Bam!
Return to freaking sender!
That gets rid of you. Oh, he dropped a treasure spear. Rupees! Rupees galore! Mostly just green and blue ones, though. Still a good find. And now we're actually entering the Forest Haven. So going in here, you're going to notice there's a giant tree in the middle of it. What you actually want to do is head to the front of this tree. And when you do, you'll notice it has a face on it. Uh-oh. Choo-choos. It's got jelly all over its face! So what you want to do to get rid of the choo-choos is first roll into the tree, and they all drop down off of him. And then you'll notice these new color choo-choos, the green ones, they like to hide as puddles to avoid getting hit. So we're dealing with a new kind of choo-choo here. And they will drop a new kind of chew jelly called green chew jelly. If you take 15 of these to the potion shop, you can create a new potion for you. And there we go, that's all the choo-choos.
That garb you wear, could you be the legendary hero? Has the King of Red Lions at long last found the hero of time? What is the matter? Do you not understand the ancient Hylian tongue? So, you are not the hero of time.
I must apologize. I was in error. I saw your clothing and suddenly I felt a longing for an age gone by. That longing caused the ancient tongue to pass my lips. I am the guardian spirit of this forest haven, the Deku Tree. I owe you my thanks for your aid in ridding me of those foul creatures. You mean jelly? Tell me, was it not the King of Red Lions, the boat who speaks, who led you to this place? Uh-huh. So it is true. You have come here because you need the Pearl of the Goddess?
Yes!
I see. I knew there was a reason the monsters have begun to congregate in the regions about my wood. Now I understand it. He has returned. Ganon has returned. In that case, we must make haste. Haste makes waste. Koroks, little children of the woods, this traveler is not your enemy. Let your hearts be at ease, and show yourselves! What's kind of weird is they didn't get knocked down from me rolling into the tree, and yet the choo-choos did. Okay, I just call that more Nintendo logic. So what do you call yourself? Link? Well then, Link, these are the Koroks, the spirits of the forest. Once upon a time, long ago, the Koroks took on human forms, but when they came to live in the sea, they took these shapes. Some people actually believe they are related to the Kokiris because of this. I mean, I don't think it's confirmed, but many people believe it. Now they fear people, but to me, they will ever be my cherished little children. As it happens, you have come just in time for a ceremony that the Koroks hold but once every year. It is about to begin. I shall grant the pearl to you once their ceremony is complete. I must apologize for the brief delay, but if the ceremony is not completed soon, an ill fate could befall us. So let it begin. Are you ready, my children? We are not, O great Deku Tree! Something terrible has happened! It is Makar! Makar! My car? What's the matter, Linder? You and Makar are always late. No, it is not that, O great Deku Tree! Makar fell into the Forbidden Woods! What? The Forbidden Woods?! I told him to be careful, but still Makar flew above the Forbidden Woods, and as he drew too close to it... Foolish little Makar. Link, you have heard all this? Well, you only screamed the Forbidden Woods out loud. The Forbidden Woods are right beside the holiday of Marvel Forest Haven. Those woods, the whole region is a vile place that is home to evil beasts. And now it seems they have taken a child of the forest named Makar. The presence here is no mistake, I deem. The King of Red Lions likely expects to do great deeds of you. This is why he brought you here. I'm sorry to ask this of you, but can you go rescue Makar for me? But great Deku Tree, people cannot fly through the air. Ah, yes, thank you, child. You are right. It is not possible to enter those woods from the sea, is it?
Nope.
Link, I guess when you're sizey, you are heavier than my Korok children, yet I think we still may be able to solve this dilemma. You must use the item I shall bestow upon you, and fly through the sky! Constipation much? All that for a leaf. Forgive me, Link, but could you climb to my crowd and get the leaf from up there? Apparently he's not just gonna let it float down. Which would be the smart thing to do. But no, we gotta do it ourselves. We gotta use these plants, or these little buds here, to launch ourselves up there. You gotta line yourself up right to do it. Okay, launch yourself up here. And go ahead and use the grappling hook on this branch. And then go into this bud so you can continue launching yourself up. You can hear the glow of the leaf from all the way here. And there it is. Our newest item in the game. Got the Deku Leaf! So with this, you can plant your feet on the ground and use it to blow blasts of air at objects and enemies. You can also jump in the air and use your magic power to drift on the currents of the wind. Yeah, you're going to be using magic in this game. Oh my gosh, spoilers. Swordsman, over here! I also like how those bushes are in the shape of an arrow, basically telling you, hey, go this way. So now I'm going to go ahead and set the Deku Leaf to the X button so that I don't waste my bait. So yeah, that magic meter runs out, you can't use your leaf to glide. What's kind of weird is they say it's flying, but just like with most Nintendo games, they think gliding equals flying. So there's the Forbidden Woods. But in order to get to there, we have to use the wind to get there, and then to the Forbidden Woods. So in order to do that, gotta pull out the Wind Waker, play the Wind's Requiem, change the wind direction to the southwest, and then use your Deku Leaf to glide over there. So yeah, you make it to this little stump over here, and then from here, that's how you gotta reach the Forbidden Woods. And the Forbidden Woods is actually our next dungeon. So in order to get there from here, you go ahead and change the wind direction again, this time to the northwest. And you're going to want to time your Deku Leaf just right so that you get the wind from that updraft that's kind of circling this little tree stump here. Because you're going to need that updraft to get there. Anyway, here we go. Although what's also kind of annoying is you got to avoid those new enemies that are kind of blocking the entrance. Those are P-hats. And there we go. It is time to enter our third dungeon. The Forbidden Woods. But unfortunately, I'm all out of time for this episode, so next time on The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker, we will be going to start our third dungeon in the game, the Forbidden Woods, to look for the child of the Deku Tree, Makar. See you guys on the other side.